This is the ship. It's the Viking Fleet, whatever it is. Yeah.
You got your cigarette in your hand?
Yeah. As you can see, this ship goes way down the dock. It's about 340 feet long. There you see the name of the ship. And here's the entrance. And the ship goes on and on, all the way down the whole length. Huh? These must be tour boats going down the canal and up under this bridge. There they go. And this is the entrance to the ship. We're gonna walk in.
Please watch your step.
Oh, yeah. And this is the little lobby. This is the lounges.
She did it. She would have been there, but her daughter's birthday, it was the same day as I was doing the party, so she couldn't come in.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. We got two boats up here, side by side. Some really beautiful buildings, more boats.
Tell her to include us. I'm gonna text her.
This is the waterfront in Amsterdam. All right, we just docked earlier this morning at the Windmill City. I can't think of the name of it because it's real crazy. But I just came up here on the top deck, on the lounge deck, where we can watch everything and watch the river go by. So this is a nice little town here. Here's the deckhands working, getting everything nice for the customers.
Good morning.
Here's a gentleman right
Good morning,
here.
sir. I appreciate your nice time. Enjoy your day.
Thank you. Look at that, they're getting a little miniature golf ready. Those are some nice apartments up there, people living in. They say these apartments cost around $2,500 a month. There's a guy sitting in his apartment building.
Are these the shoes that they wear in the house? Yeah. These wooden shoes they're wearing, and if you enter the house, you always take your shoes off. You take your shoes off, yeah.
Everywhere but America.
Yeah. Nowadays, we not always do that ourselves.
Yeah.
In the house, but, yes.
All right, we're inside the windmill.
It's just part of our culture where we are. It's just actually just nothing.
This is their little bedroom. There is a giant reed basket over here where they made from the reeds out of the thing. Here we have a little video here of a water screw. This moves the water up to another level from the ground here. We have reached the zone. We left Holland last night. We've been going on a river. And now we're in Germany. Now we're in Cologne, Germany. And this is the cathedral. And it goes way the hell up in the sky. This is the actual size of the spires that are on the cathedral ceilings, roofs in Cologne. This is a nice bakery. They got all kinds of good stuff in here.
Yeah, you got their pictures on.
This is the inside of the cathedral. You can't see nothing. It's really dark in here, so.
This is where the bodies of the 3 wise men are.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
This is the work area where they do the restoration on the cathedral. That's where the stonemasons, the carvers, and everybody do their thing. These are some of the stones that they used to build the cathedral. These are more stones that they used to build the cathedral. Yeah?
Seriously, thank you very much.
No.
So that is what she will perform this after. Thank you very much.
These are more of the stone parts of the pillars. And these are more. This is a nice garden here. And restaurants. And if you notice, the terrain has changed. We're heading into the Black Forest, the mountainous region, the Middle Rhine, the mountain regions of Germany. We'll be docking in a little while in the city of Koblenz, Germany. We're having a beautiful sunrise.
And I kid you not, that's exactly the breakfast I had this morning.
Linda.
Not do you live here? I do, sir. I do.
We're the only one that has yellow seats.
I'd rather say that I am stationed.
All the rest of them have wood.
Judy.
You're from London,
I am from London, yes.
Are you from London?
I am indeed.
Judy.
I'm from the north of London, a place
Yeah.
called Barron's Green.
Oh,
It's all bounded in with greenery. We're about to land. What would you think I was from here, sir?
I hate to use the
You
word
gotta
land.
start because you get crossfire between this fortress and two on the other side. Yes? 3,000 years BC. Yes? We've got activity up here. I think it's about time somebody did, so yes, I'm writing a book. Attention! So, where are they now? In case Jean-Jacques, and where's Pirouette?
Here I am.
Now,
Liebenstein and Sternberg. Situated in a splendid spot high above the Rhine, Liebenstein Castle, erected in the 12th or 13th century, features a remarkable Gothic residential tower that was built later on in 14th century, remnants of the donjon on a separate rock, and a small tenement in the east. Liebenstein Castle was a castle occupied by several families in different houses. It belonged to Nassau-Salzburg later on and received the imperial knight status. Both castles are known as enemy brothers. There is a legend behind, of course, and this tale dates back to the family quarrel that took place in the two castles. These uplands were covered by impenetrable forests. There were no roads like today, and travel through them generally went straight into the Lord's pocket. And from a military point of view, whoever controlled the narrow...
This is the Rheinfeld Castle coming up. This is the Rheinfeld Castle. This is still in Cologne, and I'm taking a picture of the cathedral and the bridge. So we're going to see if we can see it a little better.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you look ahead of us, in the middle of the Rhine River, the Pfalz Fortress. The Pfalz Fortress in the middle of the river is Kaup's greatest attraction and particularly impressive when seen from the river. It was constructed for purely economic reasons and only served as a custom station. The Palatinate in the Rhine, as it is called today, is among the few intact medieval knights' castles at the Rhine, besides the Marksburg Castle that we visited today. The Palatinate has been the property of the state of Rhineland-Palatinate since 1946. Up until the 60s, the Palatinate was used as a signal station for the shipping traffic on the Rhine. At the end of the 60s and the beginning of the 70s, Palatinate at the Rhine was completely renovated and repaired. Today, it serves exclusively for sightseeing and study purposes.
That's a lighthouse. Sightseeing. That's sightseeing. Now I see a little part right there.
Were also added. Nevertheless, the castle was taken by Swedish troops in 1632 and destroyed. Later, in 1666, Karl Ludwig rebuilt the castle only for it to be destroyed again and burned down in 1688, of course, by the French and
Robert!
Louis XIV.
Now I gotta cut that.
Hey, I said, excuse me.
That
Don't mean you didn't like the video. That's
The
a
town
photo
of
bomb,
Bamberg
that's all.
has the best preserved medieval fortifications of all Middle Rhine towns. On the riverfront, you can walk along the top of the circular town wall and admire the many well-preserved towers. An attractive main street, wonderful half-timbered houses and romantic courtyards.
When she came up and said, whoa, let me slide.
Area, suitable patch of earth, and even the steepest slopes were planted with vines. The abbeys played an important role in producing good quality wines, and most had extensive vineyards. The abbeys controlled wine shipment by strategic points on the Rhine. The monks of Eberbach Abbey even had their own wine depot in Basel. The 30 Years' War meant the end for many vineyards, but the people of the Rhine Valley, for whom wine producing had become an important economic factor, they didn't give up. During the general rebuilding process after the war, viticulture flourished as never before. Over the centuries, many new sorts of wine with different tastes were introduced. In addition to Riesling and Rotterdam, which were known to the ancient Egyptians, one can now buy wines made from Silvaner, Ruländer, White Burgundy, Mulat,
Got right in the way.
many other grapes. There are also areas that specialize in red wines, such as Dornfelder, Portugieser, or Spätburgunder. The science of every aspect of...
Well, this is Koblenz, and that's the fortress. And that's the cable line. We're going to catch the cable cars.
Rhine Valley on the left side, on the hills down there, you can see the very, very last vineyards. Now, these are the steepest and the highest vineyards in Germany. If you have a look, they are not wide, is the entrance for the animals. And on the other side, with the flowers in front, is the entrance for humans. So the roof is made by straw, first floor made by wood, and ground floor made by stone. And this is a traditional farm. There are still people living there. So 1570.
Oh.
Isn't that cute? I know.
Here's a cable car going up to the castle, which we'll be riding in a little bit. That's going to be scary. We're docked next to our sister ship, and they've got a big chessboard on there And they got an herb garden here for the chef to get his fresh herbs and everything.
Most incredible panoramic photos at the end of the tour as well. So if you miss anything now, you can get it all again. We're just going over the
Yeah,
two
we're
ships.
on the
Oh
cable
no,
car.
there's your captain having another martini.
Oh my Lord.
Who can blame him, really? Who can blame him? Yes? It's probably your fault. She's behind you.
Well, they are very true.
Yes, indeed. We have what they call the Deutsches Egg. Okay, you German speakers, what does Deutsche Egg?
Only they're women.
Wonderful. The chap on the horse is Wilhelm the First, yes, or Wilhelm the Grosser, the Great.
And this is a panoramic view from the fortress of Koblenz. Wow, look at that.
So coming on our right, beautiful town of Basel.
This is just one of the little towns along the Rhine. We're supposed to see about 40 castles during this leg of the trip. Now we're coming towards the end of the town.
And now, if you observe traffic on the Rhine, you will quickly notice the different flags flown by the ships. The flag on a ship's stern tells you where the ship is registered. On the bow, ships fly the flag on the country through which they are passing. And the Rhine River is an international waterway. The river runs through 6 countries and forms an international border in several places. Through its navigable tributary, the Main River, it is connected to the Danube by canal, which in turn flows through another 8 countries and into the Black Sea.
And that castle is way up in the air.
Yeah, can you zoom in on it?
Yep. Here's a ferry boat. Well, this is the Loreley area of the Rhine River.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, coming on our left-hand side, one of the most beautiful castles of this Rhine stretch, the wonderful Ketz Castle.
This is the Ketz Castle.
Johann III of Transylvania in 1370 decayed in the 18th century and fully destroyed by, guess who? The French in 1806. Japanese businessmen, and it is nowadays a luxurious hotel with the best sushi in the area. Of course, that is claimed by its owner.
As you can see, all these little towns are right on the river, backed up by the mountains. And up above there is the castle again. And now we're coming to the end of the town. The Lorelei Mermaid, and that's the German flag.
Never to be found again. Well, those are just a few of the legend stories regarding the And now, ladies and gentlemen, ahead of the ship is the beautiful town of Oberwesel, known simply as Basel until the 17th century. Here there was a Celtic settlement and then a Roman camp before the Franconians made it their administrative center. In 966, Emperor Otto gave the town and its serfs to the Archbishop. The face of Oberwesel is the most impressive one, as it is still completely dominated by the Middle Ages. It is just one of the descriptions of the town given by historians. So coming on the right, the town of towers, Oberwesel. Owned by most famous German chef, something like Gordon Ramsay of Germany. Here you can spend the night and pay a lot of money to have their meals. It also supplies neighboring castles with food by, believe it or not, helicopter. So the neighbors living just close to castle are not that happy when 582 acres cultivated. Above the town, you can see impressive Gutenfeld's castle. It is also used as a hotel. The name stems from the fact that the castle withstood several sieges and was therefore Ein guter Fels, or a good rock in translation. It was built with strong defenses in the 13th century, but became obsolete at the end of the 30 Years' War. In 1805, Napoleon ordered the castle emptied and dismantled. Rebuilding work began in 1888.
Here we are in the local gas house. Everybody's being merry and happy and drinking their beers. Everybody is eating.
Hi, Frank.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Frank.
Boy, look at that plate.
What's up, Frank? I got the food at the beer to go with it.
Prost, everyone.
Prost.
This is the bridge that was built and destroyed during World War II. Now it's back again. We were just going through a locks. I had to run downstairs and get my camera because the boat a couple minutes ago was about 20 feet below this wall here. And now it's risen up that high. And the river in front of us is almost at the level. And this lock is going to open up shortly. And we'll go through. You notice how the water is swirling around? That means the lock is filling up. And it's rising the boat up to the level of the next part of the river. That's how low the river is behind us. We're slowly coming up to the top of the lock. The water's rising. Now the front wall lock is dropped down. Beneath the water. As you can see, the wall is no longer, the gate is no longer there. They sunk that one down. Now both the lock and the river are at the same level. So we should be coming out of here pretty darn soon. Now the gate's going up. I guess that's time for us to move on. Here we are in the Black Forest. Yeah, as I was saying, we're just getting up into the Black Forest. These are all the farms and the mountains. And this is more of the mountains. This is the other side of the road. These are a collection of Black Forest cuckoo clocks.